A very good afternoon to all the students. In the last class, we started our discussion on the AVL trees, where we have discussed the introductory concepts related to the binary search tree, and then we have seen what are the disadvantages we have with the binary search tree, and for that purpose we are going to a new concept in the AVL trees, which we call it as the self or dynamic binary search trees or height balanced BSTs. Right. So can anybody tell me what are the important points that we have studied in yesterday's class? Just list out the points, important points. What is the first and foremost criteria that an AVL tree should satisfy?
Height balance trees.
Okay, that is the definition, but my question is, what is the first and foremost criteria that an AVL tree should satisfy?
Balance factor is in the range of -1 to 1, sir.
No.
For every node.
That's all different case. That is when we go through the actual definitions of these AVL trees, that is the concept, right? So the first and foremost thing that an AVL tree should satisfy is it should be a BST, right? So it should be a binary search tree. Is my voice audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So whatever properties we have for the binary search tree, such as the elements which are less than will go to the left hand side, and the elements that are greater than will go to the right hand side, must be satisfied first, right? And after that we will go to the disadvantage. We have discussed the disadvantage, where when we try to construct the binary search tree using strictly increasing order or strictly decreasing order elements, then we will end up in creating a binary search tree which is a right skewed binary tree or a left skewed binary tree. The disadvantage of this particular binary search tree is the complexity of various operations such as search, insertion and deletion is going to be increased with respect to the height, right? So for this purpose, in order to overcome the disadvantage of such type of BSTs, we are discussing another new concept which is called as the AVL trees. So the simple definition that we can give for this AVL tree is they are height balanced BSTs, right? So it should be a binary search tree, but they should be height balanced. And any other important points that we have discussed in yesterday's class?
Difference of heights of right and the left of subtrees should be
Okay.
not more than 1.
Super, right. So the another important point regarding this AVL trees is there's a term called as the height invariant or balance invariant, or we can call it as balance factor, right? As I told that the balance factor is the most predominantly used terminology, so you should remember this particular term. So the balance factor of a node in a AVL tree is given by the formula HL minus HR absolute value, right? So where HL stands for the height of left subtree and the HR stands for the height of right subtree, right? And we discussed that the balance factor should lie between -1, 0 and +1. So every node should be calculated for its balance factor, and if the balance factor of node falls within this range of -1, 0 and +1, then we say that that node is balanced. But this is not our criteria, right? This is not our what we want to do. What should we do is we should find whether the entire AVL tree is balanced or not. In order to find whether the entire AVL tree is balanced or not, you should individually calculate the balance factor of each and every node, and if the balance factor of each and every node falls within this category, then we say that the AVL tree is balanced in nature. Right. So our ultimate goal is to balance the tree. Right. We won't allow the tree to grow extensively in one direction. Right. So when it is trying to increase or when it is going to grow in a particular direction, we will apply some rebalance mechanisms. Those are called as rotations. We will apply the rebalance mechanisms and we will try to maintain the height of this particular BST to be minimized. So that type of mechanisms, rebalancing mechanisms, are the rotations we will use for these AVL trees concept. Right. Can anybody tell me what is the history of this AVL trees? What actually is AVL? AVL stands for
Anderson.
So this AVL tree has been super. So this AVL tree has been named after their inventors, Adelson, Velsky, and Landis. Right. So there are other balanced trees also, like the red-black trees and split trees, which we are going to discuss in the next coming sessions, also come under the category of balanced trees only. But the AVL tree that was proposed by Adelson, Velsky and Landis in the year 1962 was the first balanced binary tree that was proposed. So we give some importance to this AVL trees. Right. So this is what we have discussed in the earlier class. This is just a recap of what we have discussed in the earlier class, and in today's session we are going to discuss a very important concept that is related to this AVL trees. One is the imbalances, what we have, what type of imbalances we have in this AVL trees. So in today's session, 1 minute. In today's session, we are going to discuss the imbalances we get in this AVL trees and how these imbalances are being solved, or what is the solution we have for this particular imbalances. Like the solutions are nothing but the rotations. Right. So we have different videos and textual matter that is available over the internet, where you will get confused about these rotations and the imbalances. Right. So the imbalances are of different categories. Right. But similarly, the rotations are also of different categories. So don't get confused with the imbalances and the rotations. We will clearly mention what are these imbalances and what are the solutions we have for these imbalances. All these things we will clearly mention it. Right. So coming to the imbalances, as I told that we can say that the AVL tree is imbalanced whenever the balance factor of any node, right, you should not consider all the nodes. If at least one node in the AVL tree is not satisfying or not falling within the range of this balance factor, which is -1, 0 and +1, we say that the tree is imbalanced. Right. So this imbalance may happen during the time of insertion operation. So imbalances may happen during the insertion operation. So there are 4 varieties of imbalances we have, that we will call it as LL imbalance, which stands for left of left imbalance, and the second category is RR imbalance, which stands for right of right imbalance, and the third category is RL imbalance, which stands for right of left imbalance, and the last category of imbalance we have is the LR imbalance, which stands for left of right imbalance. Right. So if you go deep into the discussions of these LL imbalance, RR imbalance, and RL and LR imbalances, right. So this particular imbalance happens, I am talking about the first case, that is the LL imbalance. As the name specifies, the LL imbalance means the left of left imbalance, right. So we have 2 nodes here. I am just giving a vague example, right. After this vague examples, we will go into a clear example where you will come to know what actually are these imbalances, right. So there is already a left node to a particular node, and if you insert a node to the left side of this node, the child node, so I am implementing the left of left, so that is why we call it as LL imbalance. When I try to insert a new node as the left child of a node which is already a left child of another node, and if the balance factors does not fall into this category or into this range, then we say that it has incurred the LL imbalance. The LL imbalance has happened. We can say like that, right. Similarly, RR imbalance means we can say like this, right. We have a node and another node is there as the right child of this node, and when you try to insert a node to the right hand side of the right child of a node, we say that this particular imbalance is the RR imbalance. Remember that when you insert the nodes as the left child or the right child of a particular node, it is not mandatory that always the imbalance happens, right. So when you insert the node, and you have to calculate the balance factors of each and every node, and when you find that any node is not falling in this range, we say that an imbalance has happened, and then we try to name that imbalance. The naming of the imbalance will be done in this fashion, right. So if I insert the left node as to the left child of a node, then we call it as LL imbalance, and if I try to insert a node as the right child of another node, and if there is a balance factor that is not falling within this category or within this range, we say that it is falling in the category of RR imbalance. That is the second case. And what is the third case? It is RL imbalance. It's very simple, right. So we have a node and primarily it has a right child, this one right child, and when you try to insert a node as the left child of the right child of another node, and if you calculate the balance factors of each and every node in the AVL tree, remember that you should calculate the balance factors at each and every step, and the balance factors should be calculated for each and every node. That is the important point you should remember. We'll solve some examples also, don't worry. So when a node is inserted as the left child of the right child of a node, and if the balance factor does not fall in this range, then we say that an imbalance has happened, and that type of imbalance we call it as the RL imbalance. What is RL imbalance? What is the name I am saying? It is right of left. Sorry. Just give me 1 minute. And similarly, the case 4 is LR imbalance. So we have a node here and we have a left child, and to the left child I am inserting a node as the right child. So such type of imbalance we call it as the left of right imbalance, right? Are you clear about the imbalances?
Yes, sir.
Clear, sir.
So this is a vague example we have given. Now I try to explain the same concept with some numbers or alphabets, whatever it can be, right? So let us take the alphabets. So let me take case 1. I am still explaining the same imbalances concept only. We will again go into the rotations. We will try to solve, give the solutions for these imbalances in terms of rotations. That's a different case. So case 1 is LL imbalance. So let me take 3 values or 3 characters, A, B and C, right? So A, B, C, you are very much clear that B comes after A and C comes after B. So this you can find out in the alphabetical order also, but here, since it is a programming concept, you have to consider the ASCII values of A, B and C. We know very well that the ASCII values of B and C comes after A. That means the ASCII values of B and C are greater than A, and the ASCII value of C is greater than B. Right. So if we are given these 3 elements, and if you are asked to construct an AVL tree, so what is that you will do? The construction of AVL tree is nothing but the construction of binary search tree. We know very well about the construction of the binary search tree, where we have to take the first element as the root node. So I take the first element A as the root node, and by considering the second element, you should compare the new element with the root node. So when I compare this B with A, it should be placed as which child? Is it a left child or right child?
Right child, sir.
Right.
Right.
We should be placed as the right child. And after placing this, you should find the balance factor of each and every node. Even before this insertion of B, what is the balance factor of A?
0, sir.
0, sir.
And after inserting B as the right child of A, what happens to the balance factor of B? It is 0 only.
0, sir. A minus 1.
Balance factor of A is the height of left subtree, which is 0, minus the height of the right subtree, which is 1, and it ultimately leads to minus 1. You can observe here that 0 and minus 1 falls in the range, threshold values only. These are not threshold values, these are the range of values that are acceptable for a balance factor in the AVL trace. So this we don't have any problem, right? Now you consider the third element, that is C. When I want to insert this C inside this BST or AVL tree, C is compared with the root node. Since C is greater than A, it should be placed as the right child, but B is already placed as the right child, hence you have to compare the C with B. Again I find that the C is greater than B, so I should place the C as the right child of B. Once you insert this new node into your AVL tree, the another important point you have to do is you have to calculate the balance factors of each and every node. What is the balance factor of C? 0,
0, sir.
0, right? And what is the balance factor of B? It is 0
Minus 1, sir.
that is
Minus 1.
minus 1. And what is the balance factor of A?
Minus 2, sir.
So it is 0, left side child left height is 0 and the right height is 2, therefore 0 minus 2, it is minus 2, right? And you can observe here that the A is having a balance factor which is not present in the range, therefore it is violating the balancing property, therefore an imbalance has happened. This imbalance has happened, why? Because you have, sorry, this is right, sorry, I'm sorry, this is RR imbalance. This is case 2 I am telling, right? So this imbalance has happened because I have inserted an element to the right child of towards the right hand side of the right child, therefore this is called as the RR imbalance, right? So if we consider case 1, what is case 1?
Left of left imbalance.
It is LL imbalance, right? Now let me take the same 3 elements but in the reverse order, C, B, A, right? So if I construct the AVL tree, I put the C as the root node, the balance factor is 0, and B, when I consider B, the B is less than C, therefore I should place it as the left child. Now if I consider the balance factor of B, it is 0, and what is the balance factor of C?
1, sir.
It is 1. Now if I want to insert another element A, since A is less than C and B, A comes as the left child of B. Now if I redraw or if I recalculate the balance factors of all these elements or nodes, A is having 0 and whatever the balance factor of B, it is 1, and the balance factor of C is 2. So this particular, that means you can observe here that C has a balance factor of +2 which is not in the range, therefore an imbalance has happened, and this imbalance has happened because I have inserted a left element to already left element, so it is called as left of left imbalance. Is it clear up to this point?
Yes, sir.
So let me go to the case 3. What is case 3? RL imbalance. Right. So let me take the elements like this, C, A, B. So I take this C here. Now the balance factor is 0. Since A is less than A, so A is less than C, I place it as
Sir, BCA తీసుకున్నాం.
no amma, this is CAB only, right? Let me take CAB only. Even if you take BCA, it won't work, amma. I will tell all these things, right? If you take CAB, what happens is C is placed as the root node and A becomes the left child. Therefore here it is balance factor is 0 and here it is 1. And now I insert B. Compare this B with C. C is less than, B is less than C, therefore go to its left hand side. Compare B with A, B is greater than A. You take this as the right child. Now if you calculate the balance factors, B is having a balance factor of 0 and A is having a balance factor of, as the balance factor we have here.
కేస్ 4 అవుద్ది కదా సార్, లెఫ్ట్ ఆఫ్ రైట్ ఇంబ్యాలెన్స్ కదా
Yes, sir.
రైట్ ఆఫ్ లెఫ్ట్ అని చెప్తున్నాను సార్.
No. Please listen carefully, right? If you really observe the English meaning of this RL imbalance, what is the real English meaning of right of left? What is the real meaning of right of left? So this
It is right to the left child.
this imbalance has happened because I have inserted a new node as the right child of the left child, right? So here you should not consider in this manner, right? RL, if you consider that, it is RL imbalance only. I will tell you, that's the reason why I am saying that don't get confused with the rotations and the imbalances, right? Is it clear?
క్లియర్ సార్.
Now you
Yes,
can
sir.
observe here that the imbalance, let me complete this topic, right? So what is the balance factor of A?
1, sir.
-1, sir.
It is -1. What is the balance factor of C? Right, what is the
2,
length of the left child? It is 2 and the right child height is 0. Therefore height of left child 0, height of left child is 2 minus height of right child is 0, therefore it is 2. Is it true or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this particular imbalance at C has happened. Why? Because I have inserted a right child to the left child of C, right? So that is the reason why you have to call it as a right of left imbalance. Don't get confused, right? I will tell you the solution for this particular imbalance. There we will get the LR rotation. Don't get confused. So even though this is LR, okay, so I have inserted the right child to the left of this A. So this is the right of left imbalance. Similarly, if you take the case 4, what is case 4? It is LR imbalance. So what does it mean? So this imbalance occurs when you are trying to insert the left child to the right. So left of right, right? So left of right means first you have to have the right child, and for that right child if you try to insert the left child, then an imbalance occurs. That imbalance we call it as LR imbalance. Is it clear? So now let me take the elements as ACB. And if I construct this ACB, I will get the AVL tree like this. Am I right or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So the balance factor of B is 0 and the balance factor of C is 1 and the balance factor of A is -2. Here you can observe that A is imbalanced, and this imbalance occurred because I have inserted a right child to the left. So it is left, this is right and this is left. So this occurs because of left of right. Is it clear up to this point?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. So these are the 4 types of imbalances we have. Right. And one more important point, what other girl has asked, right? If we have 3 elements A, B and C, how many possible combinations can we have? How many possible
3 cubes, sir, 27.
What is that one?
Sir, అంటే రిపీట్ అయితే సార్ ఏ అని రిపీట్ అవ్వకపోతే 3 to 1
There
6
should
సార్
not be any repetition. There should not be any repetitions, right?
6 సార్ 3 factorial 6.
So it is 6, right? So I am done with ABC and ACB. Similarly, I am done with CAB and CBA. And the other combination is you put this B first, BAC and BCA. Right? These 2 combinations are not considered to explain the imbalances. Why? Because if you construct the binary search tree for these 2 orders, let me construct for the BAC. So B is like this, after this A which is placed as the left child, and after this C which is placed as the right child. Similarly, you take B, the right child, C is placed as the right child and A is placed as the left child. So in these 2 combinations we don't have any imbalances. If you calculate the balance factors, we will get everything as 0. So we are not going to consider these 2 combinations. So that is the reason why we have only 4 types of imbalances. One is LL imbalance, this one, and the second one is RR imbalance, this one. Case 3 is right of left imbalance, and case 4 is left of right imbalance. Is it clear up to this point?
Yes, sir.
And one more very important point that you should remember here is, right, the imbalance should be considered between 3 nodes only. There are no imbalances that are specified for more than 3 nodes, right? So that is the reason why we have taken 3 nodes, and I am explaining these concepts of imbalances, right? We will take an example at the end, and there when you try to construct the AVL tree, you will find the imbalance happens at more than 1 node also. Here imbalance happened at how many number of nodes? It happens only at the root node. Am I right or not? That is, only 1 node has been imbalanced. But there may be situations where when you try to insert an element into the AVL tree, there are more number of nodes that may become imbalanced. In such case, how should we deal with that? Everything we will discuss. Is it clear up to this point? So 2 important points I have given you at this particular point is, one is, for imbalances you should always consider 3 nodes only. This is the first important point. And the second important point, what is that I have told? What is that I have given you? Anybody? So please concentrate. The second important point that I have given to you is that the imbalance can happen at more than 1 node also. It is not mandatory that all the time the imbalance should happen at only one node. Imbalance can happen at more than one node. Are you clear about these 2 points?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. So if you are clear about these points, we will try to explain the rotations concept. Right. Let me take one new thing. Is this screen visible? White screen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So what is case 1 we have?
LL imbalance.
So LL imbalance. We will try to find the solutions. These are rotations. I am explaining the concept of rotations here. Right. So these rotations, as I told, that these are solutions to the imbalances. We can also say that these are the rebalancing factors, a rebalancing thing, right? So LL imbalance, this is the first imbalance we have told. What is LL imbalance? This L left of left imbalance happens when you try to insert a node as the left child of another left child. So if I take this C, B and A, I get like this. So what are the balance factors I have here? What is the balance factor of this A?
0.
0.
0. What is the balance factor of B?
1, sir.
1.
1, sir.
And what is the balance factor of C? It is
2, sir.
2. Now, since the imbalance has happened at the node C, you have to give a solution with respect to C. Right. So what happens here is you try to pull this C in this direction towards its right side. Listen carefully. So I am trying to pull the C towards the right hand side. So pulling means not like this. So assume that there is a holder here. So assume that CBA is hanging like this, and if I pull C in this direction, in the right side direction, what happens here? C will come down and B will go up like this. So ultimately I will get the solution like this. Right. So this is the holder I have. So B goes up in this direction. Right. So B goes up, C comes down, and A will go one level up. Is it clear up to this point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what is that you are doing here? When you have an LL imbalance, you are pulling the elements towards its right hand side. So you are rotating, not pulling, we are rotating towards its right hand side. So the solution to this LL imbalance is the right rotation. Right. So if you have LL, left imbalance is there, you try to give the solution which is the right rotation. Try to rotate it in the right side direction. Then you will get a solution like this. What are the balance factors of A, B and C here? 0,
0, sir.
0, 0. Is it okay up to this point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now it is case 2. What is case 2 here?
RR imbalance.
RR imbalance.
Case 2 is RR imbalance. We try to give a solution to the RR imbalance. As I told that RR imbalance means we are trying to insert a node as the right child of already right child. So that is why it is called as right of right imbalance, right? So let me take it. What is the sequence I have?
A, B, C, sir.
A, B and C. So when I try to create A, B, C like this, I will get the A, B, C like this. And what are the balance factors I have here? C is having a balance factor of 0, B is having a balance factor of -1, and A is having a balance factor of -2, right? So what is that you have to do? You have to observe where the imbalance has happened. Here you can observe that at A the imbalance has happened, right? So assume that there is a holder here and you try to rotate this chain in the left side direction. So ultimately what I will get? I will get B and I will get A and then I will get C like this. The holder is here. So this is a case of RR imbalance where I am giving a solution by rotating the elements towards left hand side. So what is the solution for the RR imbalance?
Left rotation.
Left rotation.
Left rotation. Is it clear up to this point?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Right. So we'll go with the third case. You can see the screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what is case 3?
RL imbalance.
RL imbalance.
Let me take the RL imbalance. You can interchange these things. The concept here is you have to understand these important points. So what is RL imbalance?
Left, right of left.
So right of left imbalance. So I have inserted a right element to the left child, therefore I get it the imbalance. So what should I take? What is the sequence I have? C,
C,
A, B, C.
right. So you will definitely get confused when you look at the various videos you have in the website, right? But there should be a clear difference between the RL imbalance and rotations. Rotations are different from the imbalances, right? So when I have this CAB as the sequence of nodes, I get the tree like this. I get the ABL tree like this. So I am inserting a right child to the left child of C. Therefore, I will get it as RL imbalance, right? Is it clear up to this point? What are the balance factors I have here? B is 0. What about A?
-1,
This is -1
2.
and this is 2, right? Where is the what is the node where the balancing has been affected or violated? It is at C,
C, sir.
right? It is at C. Am I right or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So assume that there is a holder here, hanger, right? And if you try to apply the same solution as previous one, that means I try to pull it in the right side direction, right? So what I will get? I will get A like this, I will get C like this, and B will be like this. Am I right or not? But this is not the solution, right? So when we have this RL imbalance, you have to perform 2 rotations. Very important point. You have to perform 2 rotations. So the first rotation should be at the higher levels. Higher levels. What is the meaning of higher level? As we know that the root node is always placed as the 0 and it is 1 and this is 2, right? So you have to perform 2 rotations. The first rotation is at level 1, that means to which side it is having the slope? A and B. Consider this A and B. Don't get confused. Consider this A and B. To which side it is having the slope? Towards right hand side or left hand side?
Right.
Right, sir.
Towards right hand side. So what is the solution you have to give? The rotation should always be in the opposite direction. So you have to first perform the left rotation here. Left rotation with respect to A and B. So when I perform the left rotation, my AVL tree will be like this: C, B and A. Right. So I pull this A here. So B goes up and A comes down. Right. So now consider the balance factors. It is 0, it is 1 and it is 2. Right. Now where is the imbalance happening here? At C.
C, sir.
Yes, sir.
So to which direction it is having the slope? Towards its left hand side. So what is that you have to do? You have to give the
Right
solution
rotation.
in the opposite direction, which is right. Right. Is it clear up to this point? So when I
Yes, sir.
pull this towards the right hand side direction, or when I apply the right rotation, my finalized tree will be like this: B, A and C. So now if you calculate the balance factor, everything will be 0. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. So if you consider what type of rotation it is, right, you can say that first of all it is left and this is right. Therefore for this left you are applying right and for this right you are applying left. Therefore it is the RL rotation. Right. What is the solution you have? What is the solution? It is
L.
RL. Is it clear up to this point?
Yes, sir.
Sir, LR kada, sir.
1 minute, amma. Yeah. I'm sorry. So somebody is asking a doubt. What is that one?
LR rotation కాదు సార్.
No, Amma, this is not LR rotation. Don't get confused. That is what I am saying. So you should be very clear about the imbalances and the rotations. So I have the imbalance as RL imbalance. Right. So I have the imbalance as RL imbalance. Am I right or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So the solution itself is RL rotation only. It's not LR, right? So you apply the right to this here, where you are having the left one, and when you have the right, you are applying the left. Therefore, it is RL rotation. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now the last case which we have is, what is the last case we have? LR imbalance.
imbalance.
Here also you have to apply 2 rotations. So can anybody tell me what should be the solution here?
LR imbalance. LR.
No, solution should be given in terms of rotations only. So it is LR rotation. This is what you have to specify. Right. So let us take the example. What is the example we have? A, C and B. So I have A here, C here and B here. So what type of imbalance it is?
LR, sir.
LR. Why? Because the imbalance has happened because I have inserted a left child to the right child of A. Therefore, this, what is this one? This is not LR, right?
LR only, no, sir.
Okay, right. So I have inserted the left child to the right child of A. Therefore, this is the LR rotation, LR imbalance. So for this you have to apply 2 different rotations. First time you have to apply it to this C and B. Since the C and B are towards its left hand side, you apply the right side like this. So what happens if you apply the right rotation here? So the B will go up and C will come down. So it will become as A, B and C. And here the balance factors are -0, -1 and -2. Since we have an imbalance that happened at A, you apply the left rotation. Why? Because it is slanting, it is having a slope towards its right hand side. Therefore, it will become B, A and C. Right. So here you can observe that the balance factors are 0, 0 and 0. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So at this point, that means at the root node, you are applying the opposite of right, which is left, and at the highest level, you are applying the opposite of left, which is right. So this is LR imbalance, and the solution is also LR rotation. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. So I am once again repeating that when you go through different materials and different textbooks and videos that are available over the internet, you will definitely get confused. The reason is you should go according to the wording. Left of right means left child of the right child of a node. Right. Nobody will tell you what are these imbalances. Right. There are no material available in the internet to explain the imbalances. So first of all, we have to explain the imbalances. and then we have to give the solutions. Right? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So you may get a doubt that, sir, what is this? We are always trying to solve it with only 3 nodes. Right? Yes. In the AVL trees, the rotations are always explained with respect to 3 nodes only. They are always explained with respect to 3 nodes only. Right? And if you observe the previous discussions, so how many rotations you are applying here in case 3 and case 4 for RL and LR imbalance?
2, sir.
2, sir.
2 rotations, right? So we call these 2 categories as double rotations. And what is that for case 1 and case 2? How many rotations we are applying?
Single rotations.
Only 1 rotation we are applying. Therefore, these 2 rotations come under the category of single rotations. Right. So if somebody asks you how many types of rotations are there in the AVL trees, you have to tell that there are 2 different categories. Right. So rotations are categorized into 2 things. One is the single rotation and the other category is double rotations. And under the single rotations we have the LL rotation and the RR rotation. And similarly in the double rotation we have this LR rotation and RL rotation. This is what you have to do. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
And the topic of these rotations is very, very, very important. So if it is clear, we will just move to the other topic in the same AVL trees itself. Shall we move or shall we continue in the next class? Anyhow, it is going to take 1 more class.
We can continue, sir. We don't have any class now.
Okay, Amma, thank you. Right. So I have a doubt here. I am just taking the 3 nodes only, like this. B will not come here, right? A, B, and then we have C here. What is this imbalance?
RR imbalance, sir.
Super, right? This is RR imbalance, right of right imbalance. The point here you have to remember is you will always get confused only in terms of double rotations only. So you don't have any confusion here. Right of right is there. So what is the solution you have? Is it the single rotation or double rotation you have to perform?
Single rotation.
Single rotation.
Single rotation, simple, right? Similarly, LL means you have to apply the single rotation. Right? See here. For example, these are the 3 nodes I have taken, but assume that A is having the left child, which I am placing it as AL. And similarly, B is having the left child as BL. And since C is the leaf node, I have the left child of C as CL and the right child of C as CR. Now if I apply the left rotation, what happens here? What happens here? So there is a hanger here and you rotate this in this direction, left side. So as we know that B goes like this and A comes towards the left child and C goes as the right child of B. Up to here you are clear, right?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
what happens to the left child of AL? So it is still remaining as the left child of A only. Similarly, what happens to the left child of C, which is CL? it still remains as the left child only. What happens to the right child of C? It still remains as the right child of C. But we have a problem with this BL. Where should I place? Obviously, by looking at this diagram, you can say that A's right child is vacant, therefore you please place it there, sir. Yes, it is true only, right? But the logic here is, if you consider this BL, right, this is a subtree. Can anybody tell me what is the order of this BL? That means, are they in the are they greater than A or less than A?
Greater than A and less than B.
Greater than A and less than B. I am not bothered about what happens in B, right? So if I want to if I want to replace this left child of B, I know that this BL is always greater than whatever elements they are. BL is, don't take that it is a simple element. You can have the left subtree, you can have any number of elements, right? Any number of elements can be there under this BL. So I know that all the elements in this BL are greater than A. Why? Because they are placed as the right child. So can I place it here like this, or does it violate any property of BST?
We can place, sir.
We can place it, right? Why? Because all the elements of BL are greater than A, therefore all the elements of BL can be placed as the right child of A. So the BL comes as the right child of A. Is it clear up to this point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. Similarly, you take the other case. What is the imbalance I have here?
LL imbalance, sir.
It is LL, left of left imbalance. What is the solution to it?
Right rotation.
Right rotation, right? So this is the normal case, but I have the subtrees for all these nodes. Right. Now if I perform a right rotation, I will get a tree like this. What happens to the left child of A? It remains as it is, no problem. And the right child of A remains as it is. And the right child of C remains as it is. But you should consider what happens to this right child of B. Where should I place BR?
Left child of C, sir.
I should place BR as the left child of C, right? This is to logically prove this, I can observe that all the elements of the BR are less than C. Therefore, I should place this BR as the left child of C. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So in the previous examples, I have taken only 3 elements where it does not have any child nodes or subtrees. No subtrees are there. But in this example, I am refining it where I am considering the same 3 nodes. Why? Because rotations are always explained in terms of 3 nodes only. But I am extending the example. I am taking the left and right subtrees of various nodes. In that case, if I perform the rotation, what happens? That is what I am showing here, right? You can take them as the formulas also, right? Now, what is case 3?
RL, sir.
Okay, let me take RL only. What is RL imbalance? How can I draw it?
CAB, sir.
CAB, sir.
Super, right. It is CAB. So I draw this C here, and what is this A here, and this is B. So this is RL imbalance. What is the solution for this case 3? Is it the single rotation or double rotation?
Double rotation, sir.
It is double rotation. So first of all, you have to perform the left side rotation here, and then for the resultant you have to perform the right rotation like this. So ultimately, what is the result I will get? After performing this left rotation at A and B, I will get like this: C, B and A. And once I perform this right rotation, I will get like this: B, A and C. It is very much clear from the previous example, right? So there is a shortcut for this particular double rotation also, where so if we have this type of imbalance, RL imbalance, so what you will do is you place this B as the root node, and you place this A as you make this A as the left child only, and you move this C towards its right child. That's it. So this is what I get. Is it true or not? So I place this B as the root node, and A remains as the left child, but when you are replacing this C with B, this C becomes the right child of B. This is a simple technique you can follow, right? But is it clear up to this point? Shortcut.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But what happens if we have the left and right subtrees? That is what I am going to discuss here. It is BL and this is BR. Already this A is having the right child as this part, and assume that it has the left subtree as AL. What is that C is having? It is having CR. Am I right or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what happens to this AL? It remains as
It
it is.
remains same,
Therefore,
sir.
it acts as the left child of AL only. What happens to this CR?
And same, sir.
Same.
It is placed as the right child of C only. But you should find out the positions of this BL and BR. So the simple logic is you mark this BL as the right child of A and BR as the left child of C. That's it. Simple formula. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. So what is the other case we have? Case 4.
LR imbalance.
It is LR imbalance, and the solution itself is the double rotation where you have to perform the LR rotations. Right. What is the sequence we have?
ACB, sir.
It is A, C, B. So I have A, C, B. I inserted B as the left of C, therefore I got an imbalance here, therefore it is called as the LR imbalance. What is the solution? Double rotation, right? So first I make a right side rotation like this, therefore I will get it as A, B and then C. So this is 0 and this is -1 and this is -2. Here is the imbalance. So I perform a left rotation at A. So it becomes B and A becomes the left child of B and C becomes the right child of B. This is what we have, right? So what is the solution we have? So can anybody tell me the shortcut? The shortcut remains the same. You place or you replace this B with the root node, right? So when I replace the B as the root node, the A has to be pulled down. So A becomes the left child of A and C becomes the right child of B. Right. Do you understand the shortcut?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now this is a case where I have the left subtree of A and the right subtree of C is represented as CR, and I have the left subtree BL and the right subtree BR respectively as the left subtree and the right subtree. So what happens to AL? It remains as it is. What happens to CR? It remains as the right subtree of C only. But what happens to BL and BR? As in the previous case, the BL becomes the right child of A and the BR becomes the left subtree of C. So these are the few examples you have to take. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Clear, sir.